but
he does, honestly.
At the end of the day, he is still considered one of the best around, and with good reasoning. He is here in winter semis going up against one of I want to say Jersey's dark horses for sure when it comes to players who have that opportunity to excel at a major level. They just need a little bit more of a push, and that is in the face and form of Ram the Snake.
And I'm going to keep a friendly reminder for you all right here. Ram is fresh off of playing Hayes, defeating Hayes, I believe, to advance to winter semifinals. So definitely fresh off the Diddy. That's kind of the one interesting thing about like when it comes to like Rivers, whenever he's up here, is that, you know, there's another prominent Diddy in the region right now, and Hayes, who's another one of like Jersey and Tri-State's most improved players easily.
Yeah.
Currently ranked either D or E tier, I don't really remember. But either way, usually people wind up like being more fresh off of a Diddy than they are earlier, as opposed to just like having to just like fight one raw when like dealing with a character or a player like Rivers, I should say. But Rivers, no disrespect to Hayes, is a completely different beast. We've seen the montages of this guy, like we've seen the crazy stuff he can do. We've seen the meme play style that he likes to play in. Broken, hilarious, yet effective at the end of the day. But this is Snake we're talking about.
Yeah, no, I mean, your game plan as Diddy just changes 180 when you're going up against Snake. Just because now it's not about your item gameplay. It's also about the Snake's item gameplay as well. And from what we've seen so far from Ram, he's been doing really good when it comes to those grenade mix-ups and just forcing you in specific scenarios where you don't want to be. He goes for the back throw. I saw the C4 option right there, but just a little bit off the timing, but not off time is Rivers with that back air to seal the first stock of this set.
Yeah, looking pretty poised right there, not falling to that mix-up, or at the very least, the percentage was way too high out of the back throw. Now, down tilt, pretty high lag option coming out from Ram right here. Obviously, no conversions off of that, but it does get him stage control at the end of the day, which is all he matters. Nikita actually baiting out the monkey flip right there, forcing it back. I mean, knowing Rivers, he was probably going to do it regardless. Definitely loves to use that option to get off of ledge right there. But that is something that you really have to watch out if you're going to play Diddy Kong and fight against a Snake, my friend, is that monkey flip is going to be way less safe in a lot of scenarios that it would otherwise not be, or that otherwise would be safe in other matchups because of the fact that he could just cover other sides of the stage with C4 and with just like lingering grenades with that back air. But the knockback growth of it actually going to take out the stock right there, just calling out Snake as part of the win condition out of that Cypher, my friends. Hitting him where it don't shine, Gabe.
Oh man, that was definitely a great call out right there, coming out from Rivers, being able to secure that stock and not take any damage from that his second stock in general. So looking real good.
Oh boy.
Now we're seeing some good combo game. That up smash definitely had to be a misinput. If not, it was not what he was looking for exactly. But you know what? Still building up a strong lead, applying a lot of pressure on Snake, forcing Ram to have to get in. And that is exactly, you know, what you want to do against Snake. You want to make Snake have to get in your face and, you know, just take this damage. As we're seeing right now, this could be the game, but not going to get that air dodge call out.
All right, guys, quick update on the bracket. Loser's side, Guy 3-0 over Leon.
All right, we actually are just getting word right now is that up smash is going to take the stock right there. That is game number 1 going in the favor of Rivers. That we're actually not going to be seeing everybody's favorite Bowser come up on stream right now, as I do believe the canon matchup has taken place in the way that you think, especially if y'all saw the Mario movie.
Yeah.
That is Guy over Leon. With, I believe, 3-0, did you say?
3-0. 3-0.
Wow.
Yeah.
Woo! Run over at the end of the day. I mean, I can definitely picture that matchup. I mean, especially, you know, a combo character like Luigi dealing with a big character like Bowser, who already gets hard comboed by every character in the game.
Yep.
So I can definitely see it. But that was then, this is now. So we'll definitely be seeing more of Guy later for you all right there. But right now, looking like we're still going to have more of Rivers and Ram, the two R's going up against each other right here. And now we got Small Battlefield in game number 2. This is Ram's counter pick, Gabe. How do you feel about this? Why do you think you went here?
Definitely just less room to work with now. I mean, you still have the same platform layout as PS2. Platforms are a bit smaller on this stage, but on the bright side, I mean, now there's less room for Diddy to work with. Now you can definitely get those grenade setups, C4 setups, the way that you want them to, and it should be easier by technicality to get your opponent to fall into your traps. So hopefully, you know, in terms of the trap game, Ram could do a lot better. Is it going to be easy? No, because Diddy is just one of those characters that runs all over the place, even jumps all over you. That's my take on it, at least. I don't know. I don't know. You're quiet.
The man's honest.
You're quiet about it.
What, I'm not being quiet. What are you talking about?
All I know for sure.
Breaking Bob, all right?
Breaking Bob and breaking souls.
Stocks, yeah.
Breaking
souls.
stocks. There you go.
Whatever. Either way, same thing at the end of the day when you really think about it. Oh, actually almost getting a re-grab out of that damn grenade. That was a crazy situation. You know, there's really not many things that, you know, like normally get out of like grab pummels in a game like this, especially in a game with a 1 second grab timer as a result there being no chain grabs.
Yeah.
To be able to reset scenarios like that off of grenades. It's part of why Snake is just such a tricky character. He's got so many scenarios like that as that back air takes the stock where those situations just don't exist with other characters ever. And like, I know that sounds like a pretty base argument, like, oh, like, yeah, this character's unique, but Snake is very unique.
Yeah, no, for sure. I believe everything you said there. And it really just comes down to the fact that, you know, at least in this matchup, it's just kind of like these two characters are looking for the same exact thing. They just want to play, they want to get their setups, they want to get their tools ready so that they can just fight with their, you know, with their best options. But right now, Ram, this stage choice is definitely going in his favor as he has a whole stock lead, and now the banana in hand.
Nice. That was really good pressure on the part of Diddy. Actually, unfortunately, running out of stage off of the banana right there, and as a result, the trip is not going to create any more opportunities for Rivers. But down tilting by the ledge, just keeping the pressure on regardless of the scenario. It's something Rivers has seen millions of times, so you know with how aggressive of a Diddy he can be, he's going to want to keep that pressure on for sure. And like you mentioned before, I think the stage is actually honestly helping Ram a lot. Is that C4 catching Rivers off guard, but not off guard enough to the point where the DIs are going to be suboptimal, not taking the stock off the top. It's just like a no-fly zone. It's just really just so much less space for a monkey to work with. It's a character who thrives off of the mid-range with the banana. When there's just less of a mid-range to work with, and Diddy has to actually just like fight you more, pick and choose their options carefully with the monkey flip.
I saw it coming.
It's going to be very different, as well as not being aware of your grenades on the part of Ram, dying off the top. This would be a hell of a comeback to mount, as we very well might get right here with these low percent strings. The grenade, though, popping him out right there.
Wow.
Not getting the second hit of the F-tilt, way too far, only getting the tipper hit of the first one, and still not dying off the top is Rivers with these grenades. Looking to try to cheese this game out. Down tilt. Hanging towards the ledge way too long with that vulnerability. Perfect opportune time for monkey flip, but the grenade coming in clutch for Ram once again, over and over again. He's really tried hard to nickel his dime his way back here, and no punish on the re-hit of the dash attack right there. It's a very awkward spot for Diddy to deal with, but the banana coming in clutch for Rivers once again. Both these characters with their items just saving them from the depths of hell over and over and over again. And is Rivers going to be the one to retake this slowly but surely game? My goodness.
197.
Oh my God.
No, you're living out there if you're Ram for sure. Great usage right there to throw off the momentum of Diddy combo. 215 on this monkey. Are you crazy? Living it out right now. It's Ram 140% to 221. This is insane. One big hit. This could be it. Not enough to take the stock.
No, but the C4, you got to be careful. He left that by the ledge for a reason, my friends. You can't be messing around with that too much.
What? Oh my God, bro. And just in the nick of time, throwing out a lingering back air to stuff out Diddy Kong. Despite Ram getting the game, there was no room for comfort whatsoever. That became a game of literally nickel and dime. Like,
that wasn't nickel and dime. That was like full-on, like, you know, $5 counter. That was like $100 counterfeit bills. That was crazy. It just exploded at the end. No pun intended. Like, you know, we're talking about a Snake player, but my goodness, the fact that he almost brought that game back with the items, just coming in clutch, saving them over and over and over again. But this time's going to be different, all right? We got a lot more room to work with on PS2. I got to say, those are a lot of the stuff that you normally say for Game 4s or Game 5s, stuff like that. That's absolutely crazy. And speaking of crazy, really good situational awareness on the part of Rivers out of that explosion off of the grab, trying to, not just the throw, I should say, trying to get something else off of it. You know, that's the kind of situational awareness you need if you're going to be fighting against a guy like Snake for sure. But we got a lot more room to work with this time around, Gabe. It's going to be a different type of set.
It's crazy because you see the kind of stuff that Ram is trying to pull off. He's not really converting these crazy options that he's going for. But just the imagination, it really goes to show you that Ram is willing to just pull something right out of his ass, both literally and metaphorically, as he's just keeping it close every single time. What? I'm being straight on.
No, you're not wrong.
He be pulling some stuff.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Just a very liberal use of the word literally right there. Kind of reminds me of Archer. Shout out to Archer. I love that show. Anyway. Yeah, a lot more room to work with on a stage like this for sure. You know, monkey flips are going to be a little bit more abundant, and I can imagine that's probably part of why Rivers wanted to go to this stage. You really got to watch your monkey flips on a stage as small as small battlefield. It's literally in the name. It's in the name, Gabe. Small battlefield. Holy mother of God! What kind of explosive combo is that?
There was no way that you planned for those kind of scenarios. They just kind of happened, just like that banana slip.
Ram really labbed that much. Has he seen that before? I want to say that he has, but I've been to the Padrino Fest. Does he?
We definitely. I mean, there's not really many Diddies to do that against, but just
we got Hayes here for sure, and I mean, but I know the Padrino Fest. That's a whole bit of a different story, for him to be aware of that.
There's just something about what these high-level, top-level Snake mains do in their free time that make me wonder, how do they just know that these things are going to work?
I don't know, man. Snake is just such an anomaly character at the end of the day. He's so strange. Just being able to just break out of so many combos with the grenade, cover space with it in set play, also just raw kill power in the CQC once he's up close. The character's just got everything, man. I don't blame people for, saying that this is, the very, quiet top tier, if you would. It just doesn't really do as much at, the top-level game. I mean, now we got Akalo Kage doing some pretty crazy work with him, but before that, not too many Snake believers at the end of the day, believing he's just high tier at the end of the day, but now we got Ram out here doing it for you all once again. What was that, a forwarder?
I have no idea what that was.
What move even was that? That had to have been forwarder, right? That had to have been the weak hit of forwarder.
I personally thought it was an up air, but I thought I would have killed.
Was that the hidden snake, six snake aerial that you get from doing, the Ken input, the Hadouken input? What the hell was that?
I'm so confused.
Tell him to do it again. I want to take my mic off and go tell him to do that again.
Oh, my God. Well, doing it again is Rivers with the banana into the up tilt to take the stock and now bring himself once again in the driver's seat. This is going to be for sure death, as 160% and a down throw is an easy up tilt conversion into the stock for Ram. Now evening things back out at 1 stock now.
Right side of the stage, sort of a no-fly zone, but that C4 right now, a little bit of bait and punish, or bait and switch, I should say, coming out from Rivers, running closer to it to see if he'll detonate it. Trading with the actual down tilts in between each other right there with the back hitbox of it is Ram once again. And speaking of downs, we got down smashes instead on the way back up with that neutral air, resetting the combo, and now all of a sudden we got Ram off stage again, going in deep for that down B, that down air punish, I should say, getting Ram to use his jump at the end of that confirmation on top of that. That was crazy. These are gamers, my friend, gamers. Max Ketchum, where are you at? We're going to take a look at this replay once again because we got some prime gaming happening for you all right here. Down airing the hell out of that Cypher, and not to mention that just confirmed, which is absolutely nutty. Grenade into the up smash. See, the thing is, he threw it out hoping it would work. There's no way he's labbed that. It's yeah, this, I got this. True confirm. If that's true, then Snake players are just out of this world. The skill ceiling of this character is just ridiculous. I don't know how these guys do it, Gabe.
It's not even so much what he did to convert it. It's more of how he knew where he had to be to do it. Because, most combo games just rely on you getting into your opponent's face and just being where they are. With Snake, it's just more of all right, I got a projectile as a smash attack in the form of up smash. Let me just perfectly place myself in the right position to just secure this combo. And that's exactly how Ram just was able to pull it off. I don't know how he does it. He just does it. But that's just the mindset of a Snake main who right now may be down, but never want to count him out because he is more than capable of bringing things back in this game 4.
Speaking of switching things back, the C4 now actually, back on Diddy actually. He got it on Ram before then, but they actually interacted once again. Good on Rivers with the situational awareness, being aware of it. That's pretty much key to that's the name of the game, when playing and fighting a Snake, you got to just play it like you're playing Metal Gear Solid. Situational awareness is the name of the game, my friend. And an actual good trade with the grenade coming out on the part of Ram right there for Rivers, I should say. Switching right back in with another wake-up back air. Hanging on back, he's going to just utilize those rocket barrel packs to make his way back. Monkey flip ain't the only way that Diddy gets back to the stage with those special moves, my friend.
All right, 90 to 135. Going to take the banana slip. I feel like sometimes those are on purpose because you just want to get rid of that banana in play and just be able to put yourself in a position to get it back. And when you do, it may just go in your own favor. This could be the stock right now, but no, not going to be able to secure the stock is Rivers. Hanging on for dear life, not trying to take any damage until that F-tilt comes in clutch. 17% of extra credit to Rams, 171 and the stock.
C4 still hanging center of the stage, my friend. Nothing doing, very low percent. Shouldn't be too much to worry about unless we get ourselves some crazy 0 to death shenanigans. And a beautiful wake up down there. Just seeing he's just pressing buttons in his face. Snaked out a pretty quick frame option right there. I don't know what frame that move comes out on. I'm not going to pretend that I know what it is. And I'm also not going to pretend that wasn't one of the ballsiest downers I've ever seen a damn Diddy Kong do in my life. Jumping in the face of one of the strongest forward smashes in this game. And I think he heard me talking about down air over and over again. Getting 2 in a row right there out of tech chases. And another one to get him off the level, and the banana forcing him back down and back to the ledge, and the double explosion still living is Rivers, but the beautifully spaced Nikita living again. Is the second one going to do it?
Oh my God, that would have been a beautiful stock, one of the best stocks I've seen all day, just alongside what we witnessed in that game.
One of the most beautiful stocks I've seen any day,
but
if that happened.
Ooh, all right, hanging on for dear life. You got to be careful with those grenades, because if Diddy catches, he's slipping, and he takes you to... What the hell did I just see? Well, I saw it down there come out, but the fair said, no, this is mine.
Listen, man, you have a forwarder that spikes. You're literally holding that stick forward, the gray stick in. Just do it sometimes. And it'll be good at catching bad approaches, because you know they want to hit you again. You know they want to keep you in disadvantage. So why not just let it rip sometimes if you know where they're going to be? It's a really good option, especially if you have a forwarder that's as giant as snakes and also spikes. So kind of makes sense for him to just whip that out and also save it till game 4 when he needs it, my friend. And now we have, look, Ram at top right here. I was going to say looking like his game to lose, but that up smash going to actually take it for Rivers right there. And we're going down the last stock. Rivers needs one more to advance to winners finals unless Ram has something to say about it, Gabe.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And it's still going to be a hard task nonetheless. I mean, Ram could be up as much as he wants, but Rivers has been known to be very resilient and able to fight back. But now a C4 in hand.
Trying to keep insane shield pressure on right there. That left you speechless.
Yeah, no.
That actually left you speechless.
I know what he wanted to go for there, but I just feel like there was no way for him to get what he wanted. However, he's going to have to play with what he has. Is off stage in a bad scenario right now. Diddy Kong with banana in hand, but no.
What a good parry. And an even better B-reverse grenade right there to maintain stage control right there. If he kept drifting in, you know that Diddy was just going to be able to get a pivot grab punish, or even better yet for him, a monkey flip. And as a result, he gets stage control for it. But as I say that, he somehow winds up off the level, and Ram is going to not be able to tech that monkey flip. Very strong hit on the way back in. Not how you want to see another one of the hometown heroes go out, but it is what it is. Rivers is one of the best Diddy Kong players to ever touch the character, to say the very least. So it's definitely a hell of an upset to have to make, and unfortunately Ram was not able to keep it clutch this time around. But what a hell of a set, Gabe. That had to have been that was set of the top 8 for me so far. I don't know about you.
No, yeah, for sure. I mean,
and it wasn't even a game 5.
It has to be, man. It was just exactly everything that you expect. You got to play at your very best, and your IQ and stage presence, stage awareness, and just your character in general have to be up there. I mean, the things that we saw both these players pull off were not just any,
just take a look at this again. This whole game number 2 in this final sequence is crazy as you see him die off the top right there. But before, how he was able to just live to 220%. And the fact that Ram was the one who was able to take this game on top at the end of the day in this pretty wild situation, just that back air. Y'all didn't see everything that led up to that beforehand, but it was absolutely crazy, trust me. We thought it was suicide monkey barrel packs on the way back in, out of disadvantage. Definitely a crazy thing to say the least. And not even talking about that banana stock on top of it, throwing, bouncing up and down off of the monkey barrel packs again. Is Ram taking good use of Diddy's own item against him in that situation? It's just rough, my friends, because the mid-range is one thing when it comes to fighting Diddy Kong, just absolutely spiking the shit out of that scythe right there. Pardon my esports word right there, but come on, I had to say it. If I'm not going to get you, it's throwing hands, my friend. If the right one don't get you, then the left one will. You feel me?
Yeah. I just love looking at the player cams when these things are going on, because you look at how poised and how controlled they are the whole time. They don't let these, crazy shenanigans that they're pulling off, get the best of them. Sometimes people like to get themselves hyped up in those scenarios. These players just keep calm, keep collected, and stay in control the whole time until the game is over. You never want to be too greedy. You never want to be too, just in your head, you know what, you always want to just stay leveled at that position until, you win the whole set, the whole thing. And, it's just great to see, the composure of these top-level players.